journalism and social media. Like there were a lot of universities, but I selected 7 of them according to my budget because I knew if I go to like Ivy League colleges, we will have 1 crore maximum. Like minimum, it will be having 1 crore fee, so it would be affordable for me. So I went for these colleges who had 50 lakhs below fees so that I can afford it. I had no idea about finances, how I will manage. I just gave the exam. I applied to the universities. After like 10-15 days, I did not get any reply from any of the colleges. And then suddenly, after like 20-30 days, I got replies from each and every college. Like first, I got admission to Pace University, which is in New York. I was really very happy because New York is a dream city to live. Like I was like damn happy. Like my brother stays in New Jersey. He also studied in Stevens Institute of Technology, which is in New York, New Jersey. So I was damn happy. Like I'm going to New York. But then I got an different university admit, which was in Atlanta, and then I got an admission from Cincinnati. I got it from Boston, and I got all the 7. Now the step where I was really confused where to go. Yeah. So I got admission in these 7 colleges, which were in different cities. Now, like how I decided to go in Northeastern University. All the courses were masters in media management, masters in advertising. I have already completed a bachelor's degree in mass media and I have done my concentration in advertising. So I went for masters in digital media because I was like everything, the course structure had everything performed digitally. Like for media management, we had to write thesis and everything, which I think was no use for me in my future. So I went for digital courses. So in my university, it is Masters in Digital Media and Communication course, which has subjects such as web development, social media management, SEO, SEM, then digital human interaction and everything. So we have these kind of courses which prepare you to work on digital platforms. For example, if I go for a full-time position now, and if I go for like I want to find a full-time job, I will apply for positions like digital media specialist or social media specialist, something like that, and not about offline media. For example, billboards and everything. I'm not interested in the print media, so I went for digital. I'm in my first year right now, like second year right now. After like 4 months, I'm graduating in Northeastern University. I will be graduating in May. I will start my full time from June this year. So this is my journey, and I really worked really hard to get through this procedure and everything, and I have come back to meet my parents after 1.5 years. So I'm here to answer all of your questions if you have any. Feel free to ask me.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
You said that you applied for TOEFL and IELTS both. Is it necessary both?
No, actually you have options. Canada accepts IELTS exam, but US accepts TOEFL. But I gave TOEFL and it was very difficult for me. It is similar exam. It's an English-based exam where it tests your English language speaking, reading, listening, and writing skills. So basically, you will have 2 hours to write the exam. It is computer-based. It is computer-based. Okay. So you have to write essays and everything. I went. I saw the timer on the screen, and I was not sure what to like speak when I was given only 10 seconds to speak. And when I saw the timer, I was just like I was blank. So it went really bad. So I gave an IELTS exam, which was a paper-based exam. I had a really very good handwriting, and I'm very convenient in writing. Right now, I'm good at speaking because I have to speak in English every day with other people in the university and with my friends as well. But before like 2 years, I was not so good to speak in English, right? So I took the IELTS exam, which was the written exam, and very well in that. I got like 7.5 band, which is a very good score, and minimum is 6.5. So I had very good score, and like you will have to apply for any of the one to enter.
Did you take any classes for the IELTS?
No,
You did not.
no, I recommend not taking any classes. It's very easy. It's very easy. Like if you sit for like 5 hours a day, I was sitting for like uh, 4 to 5 hours daily. I used to practice essay, 1 hour essay, 1 hour listening, 1 hour reading, and 1 hour writing. If you do this consistently for 20 days, you will get a good score.
You learned everything from YouTube.
Uh, YouTube, yes, YouTube is a good source. Also, I had free resources on Udemy and everything. They give you a free, a 2 hour course where you have to just watch the videos and give the answers. You also have a book, IELTS book, which are like changing constantly. They have their versions. So when I applied for it, it was book 13. Now I think it would be book 14. So you have to refer for like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books. These are not resources. These are just practice test books where you have the questions and you can make your own like timer and then write the exam. So if you practice it regularly, you'll know what question is, and it's a general question. Like in the 10th standard, like do you guys remember there was a paragraph and we have to find answers from the paragraph?
Yes.
Yeah, the same paragraph thing comes here. Also, they have some grammatical questions as well. Like for example, if this is the pronoun, what will be its noun form and everything. So you should know basic grammar for that. Listening, you have an audio which you will have to listen, and then they ask you questions and you have to answer. You have to take it could be multiple choice question or a one line question. So that is also too easy. The hardest part is reading, because when we think like it's very easy, like I can find in the paragraph, it asks you in such a way that you will have to read everything. In 10th standard, what we used to do is like we used to find the keyboard and then we used to like bracket it and then write it, right? But in this, you'll have to write it in your own words, and same use that keywords in the answers. The third part is speaking. So they will give you a topic. For example, not a topic, but in TOEFL exam, they give you a topic. But in IELTS exam, there's a person who is taking your interview one on one. So he will or she will ask you questions like, if you have, for example, if you go to which is your favorite place, and if you go there, what will you do? These are some personal questions. After that, they would ask you some general questions like if there's a building over here, and if you want it, like what you will do, like if it's in your way, what you will do, and some of your thought process and ideas. So these are basic questions what they ask, and it's very easy to crack. I got full on my speaking back. So it's all about confidence, how you speak, how you represent yourself, and how confident you are to answer, how you can make answers of your own in your head and then just manipulate the speaker. Yeah. So that is the thing. And then the last part is writing. So in writing, they ask questions like write an essay about your favorite or this thing, or the same which we had in school, right? So just we have to keep this in mind that we use UK English, like we have been studying UK English, but when we give exams like IELTS and TOEFL, the English language is little different because it's all about US and Canada. So the accent, the tones of those people are little different, and it takes little time to understand for us, because we have been learning British English. So a lot of new words will come in your mind when you give exams like this. And then GRE is the one which is compulsory. But
Right now?
right now I'm not sure, But if you are targeting any of the universities, you can go to their website and then you can look into the requirements, what all requirements are there. For example, admission requirements, and they'll show you like they'll need IELTS and the band score as well, and GRE exam if required or not required, and they'll also write it down like it's waived off. So you'll get a better idea like if this university requires or not. So yeah.
Are there any fees to apply for the?
Yes, around $50 or $20. Yeah, like they take minimum amount of like 5,000 or 10,000 or more than that sometimes. Like I had one was $100, which was like 8,000 rupees, but I had to apply right because I wanted an admit letter. So I applied. Some of the universities, Northeastern gave me free application, so it was easier for me as well. Few like for two or three universities I paid, two or three universities were unpaid. So it was like convenient for me. I divided into everything, so it was good. But again, you will have to pay visa fees and then service fees and everything.
How much do we need
So
for visa application in our bank account?
yeah, so in our bank account, we require at least the amount which is in your I-20. So basically, I-20 is a letter which college gives you when you pay the admission fee. Like if you get an offer letter from a university, you will have to pay an admission fee, little amount, and then they will give you an I-20, which is a confirmation that you can use for your visa interview, and that I-20 will also help you to enter into the United States. So that I-20 has your service number, your basic information, which course you are have admitted to, your course will start from which date and will end on which date, and then the finances like what will be your fees, annual fees, and then it will be like who will be paying your fees. You have to apply for it for your university, so you'll have to go through a process where you apply and fill this information, and they will give you a I-20. So in that you will have they will write the fees. If the fees is around $4,500 or something like that, they will write it down, and that amount should be there in your account, savings account, during the visa interview, because they will look at your I-20 and they will look at your finances as well. So if you have that sufficient balance, like to pay your fees, that will be good. Or else you can also try for like 20. If the fees is 40 lakhs, for example, you can try for keeping 20 lakhs in your savings account and then 10 lakhs for jewelry, and you can show your assets as well. So that is also accepted.
Is there any, let's say, marker that if you're giving your visa interview, let's say in January, so they will check that before, let's say, since October or August, do you have that money in your bank account or not? Is it like
Yes,
that?
yes. They look for like 6 months. They actually they don't look. When I was giving an interview, they just asked me who's sponsoring you, and I told that my father is sponsoring me, and also I have an education loan. So they didn't ask me like give your documents, right? They just asked me if they have any doubt, if they like, look at your face and they find it like you are doing something or they don't trust you, they ask it for. So you be safe, take finances with you. You'll have to take your bank statement of last like 6 months to show it to them.
So, how is US? Is it safe?
Yes, it is safe. I know there are a lot of blacks who are like we are scared of like most of the times, because during late night they have the gun with them, but they have never harmed us. I stay in a city which is full of students. I stay in Boston. My university is here, Harvard is here, and then MIT is here. So I stay near Northeastern University, and it's really safe because all of the nearby people are students. So I haven't find anything like any of the problem with them. But my brother, who stays in New Jersey, travels in subway and everything, so he has been to two or three cases where blacks have harmed other people. So he is a little bit scared, but again, it's New York and it's really like police comes in 1 minute if you dial 911. So you don't have to scare. Like these countries are really very fast at everything. If you call, one day I by mistakenly called 911 on my phone, and then I was not sure. Like where I was standing, within 5 minutes, I was waiting for the bus. Within 5 minutes, police came, and then like they were calling me continuously, and I was like, who's calling me? And I picked up the phone, and they're like, hello, we got a call, are you fine, like this. And I was like, I'm fine, yes, who's this? We are calling from Boston police and we got an emergency call from your phone number. I was like, no, it's a mistake. And they were here, like within 5 minutes they were here. So it's really safe. And talking about United States, it has a lot of opportunities, a lot of good people. People are really helpful there. They are really kind. Like if you walk in a train, they will open the door for you. Like no one does here. जल्दी चलो. खड़े बीच में क्यों खड़े हो? So, I traveled in 2 days and I was like, I miss these things. वहाँ पे I never got these things to listen, right? कि बीच में क्यों खड़े हो? साइड में खड़े रहो. गर्दी कितना है? जल्दी चढ़ो. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं सुनने मिला. आज सुबह मैंने ये सब सुना. I was so happy. I was so happy. और also people there, ask for you like, hi, how are you doing? There's a culture like when you walk, come, if she's passing, I don't know her, but still I'll give a smile and I'll ask, hi, how are you? How are you doing? And she'll tell me, like, hi, I'm doing good, how are you? Thanks, like this. So, people there are very helpful and genuine. You can approach them for jobs and everything. So I work, like, for me, it was a struggle when I went there for 3 months. I had no job. I had a very few money left in my account. I took education loan. Still, I was not willing to ask my parents to send me money. I had that ego in me that I don't want my parents to struggle in India, and then I can spend money here. In my rent is 45,000. You won't believe this. 45,000 a month. Single person, but we are staying 5 people in a house. Each of us are paying 45,000 rupees every month. And first 3 months were so difficult for me because I had no job on campus. I had nothing to do there. And it was a real struggle. I literally one day on my birthday, I had my birthday in October. I went in September last year. And in October I literally cried because I had friends who celebrated my birthday very well. I missed my parents. I cried for that, and also I had no money in my account to take my friends to a place where I can give them a party. And they were like, no worries, we'll do it when you earn or something. I struggled really hard at that time. But then after like 1 month, I used to apply for each and every job positions on campus. In United States, we are not allowed to work out of campus. So if you work outside of campus and anyone knows it, you will be fired to India back. So it is illegal to work outside. But few of my friends used to work in restaurants because we had no money. I worked in a subway for 2 months. I am pure Brahman. Still, I cut the chicken and everything just to earn that 45,000 rupees for my rent and for like 20,000 rupees for my survival. So this is what I did for like first 3 months, which I really I will always remember because I knew the value of my parents, what they have been doing, and how to survive with no money, how you can survive. So I literally worked in subway morning to evening. I went to 70 kgs to 60 kgs in December last year. If you can see my pictures and on Facebook and everything. So, and I used to cut the chicken. I used to like work in that. I used to make the meat and everything, and wearing two gloves, two masks on my face just to get out of that smell. But still, the t-shirt used to smell after I reach home. So I worked for that, and I used to get a good amount. Like if you go in countries like this, they pay a very good amount for such kind of work as well. So here, if we have 20,000 rupees per month, I used to get it in 1 week. I used to work for 1 week, whole day in the subway, and I used to get 40,000, 30,000 rupees, which I could spend in my rent. But if I work here for like 30 days, I used to get 20,000 rupees, which is which is like I feel nothing because वो तो पास में निकल जाते थे ट्रेन से 5,000 घर पे देने पड़ते थे because they have worked hard because they used to pay my so it's my responsibility to give some amount for them, right? And बच्चे कितने 8-9,000 उसमें क्या होता है कुछ भी नहीं होता उतना सेविंग्स में मैं यूएस भी नहीं जा पाई आई हैड only 2 lakh rupees in my account when I was planning to go to United States my parents said मेरे पेरेंट्स ने कुछ भी नहीं बोला कि तुम 2 लाख में यूएस जाने का बात कर रही है they told me कुछ नहीं कर लेंगे एडजस्ट तू ट्राई तो कर तेरी इच्छा है ना जाने की तू स्ट्रगल कर लेगी ना तो तू जा तू करेगी ना तो तू जा एंड आई वाज लाइक मैं करके दिखाऊंगी अब तो मैं करके दिखाऊंगी क्योंकि यहाँ पे 2 साल मैंने काम किया कुछ नहीं एक्सपीरियंस है 2 साल में मैंने बहुत कुछ सीख लिया बट लॉन्ग टर्म में आई वाज नॉट प्लानिंग टू वर्क हियर बिकॉज डेली ये ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करना धक्का मुक्की में पूरा दिन बिसवाना 9 to 5 and then you only get 20,000 rupees which is I think which is unfair so I worked in the subway and then I used to pay my rent I would save it and then after like January last year I got a job in my university I approached a lot of people and one manager like one of the person approached me back she replied and I was so happy I gave her an interview and she was like can you do our social media and I was like I'm pro at it because I work here at my college I worked here as a social media manager and she approached me for her social media page and I was like I can do it just tell me what to do and she was like she took a meeting and she gave me the job she told me that you will only get 10 hours a week we can do maximum 20 hours a week in the university I got 10 hours but that is good I could pay my rent right that was my target just to work just to pay my rent and she gave me the job and then eventually I started building contacts in the university and then got another job so I used to do tenure then there and after that she really liked my job now I'm the social media manager at the office so I work as a social media marketer in the OGS department which is Office of Global Services which deals with international students all over the world and when we get an admit letter we get it from them so I talk to all the international students I am a global student mentor there I guide international students who are coming to university who are adjusting their life to the university how to find on campus jobs how to build a resume how to find networks how to work like each and everything I guide them so these experiences help me to learn also I am giving back to the society as well so I have a on campus job right now and like I'm still in India but I'm working remotely they have given me this permission to work remotely so this is my journey and definitely each and everyone can try and there's nothing difficult here because yeah during the loan as well I was not sure if I'll get 45 lakh rupees का loan right कोई भी उठ के नहीं दे देगा 45 lakh rupees का loan I asked HDFC they said no yeah genuinely I asked ICICI they said no कौन सा basis पे देंगे मुझे लोन I had only 2 lakhs in my account my I don't have a home at my name मेरे mom dad के पास खुद का घर नहीं है अभी we live at rented place we don't have a home. अभी तक नहीं है. Eventually हो जाएगा. But अभी तक नहीं है. Even we used to have a pagdi का house. So उसमें भी they don't give loan on your pagdi house. कौन सा basis पे लेंगे? We don't have assets. We don't have. We have jewelry. वो भी कितने का होगा? Hardly 5 lakhs. कौन सा basis पे लोन मिलेगा? I asked 3 banks. They rejected me. I asked Avans. On the basis of my college, Northeastern University, just because I got an admit from Northeastern University, they were approving my 45 lakhs ka loan just because that university is top in university in the United States. If I would have chosen any other university, मेरा वो भी नहीं होता. इसीलिए getting a very good university matters you in getting a good loan from India. राइट. सो अगर मैं कोई और यूनिवर्सिटी, सस्ता यूनिवर्सिटी 40 लाख 30 लाख यूनिवर्सिटी देखती एंड मैं अप्लाई करती, शायद मुझे नहीं देते क्योंकि मेरे पास कुछ भी प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है दिखाने के लिए और को साइनर नहीं है, कोई भी नहीं है. मेरे फादर का गवर्नमेंट जॉब नहीं है. माय मदर इज वर्किंग एज अ स्कूल टीचर. माय फादर इज वर्किंग इन अ प्राइवेट कंपनी. हाउ कैन आई गेट अ लोन? माय ब्रदर इज ऑलरेडी हैज टेकन 60 lakhs का लोन. My brother got a loan because he had 4 years of experience in teaching field. He is an engineer. He got admission to Stevens Institute of Technology because वो भी कॉलेज बहुत अच्छी है, इसीलिए उसका 60 lakhs का लोन पास हुआ. Just because उसका university and his experience matters a lot. So during the time of loan as well, they ask you what experience you have. I gave my 2 years का work letter. I gave my grades का पूरा living certificate and mark sheet. उसमें सारे लिखे थे grades and all. And then my university के admits, I got admits from each and every university. So I showed them all. And then they were ready to give me 40 lakhs. My fees was 45. No living expenses. So how to survive if you go to United States? You have to pay rent 50,000 a month. How you will do that? Right? So you have to find a job after going there. You will have to struggle, right? So 2 banks were ready to give me loan. One was Avans and one was Partvi Finance. So Partvi Finance is a UK US based brand finance company which gives you loan on they look at your work experience, your degree and what all certifications you have and which university. University matters a lot. Like if it's top 50 universities, they will readily give you loan or else they won't. So I applied in Partvi Finance. They were ready to give me 45 lakhs for my fee and 5 lakhs extra for my living expenses. And I was sure like 5 lakhs में मेरा कुछ नहीं होगा. 2 साल में 5 lakhs is nothing. Like मेरे 3 महीने में या 4 महीने में 5 lakhs खत्म हो जाते हैं. So it's nothing for me. But still I got loan. I got it approved. I got that letter. I flight to US. I worked hard. I got an on-campus job. Wo 5 lakhs I have saved for myself. Even I saved it and again they asked me for taking they told me to take a health insurance. And वहाँ पे health insurance is 2,50,000 rupees. So hello.
Today I do the state YouTube live channel.
Yeah. So how to manage that? So that was like after loan they gave me the 5 lakhs and I used that in the insurance. So this was what I did.
Portfolio and
Yes. So basic documents required for your admission in the United States or Canada. It's SOP, statement of purpose. No, my counselor did. So I had one counselor which is in Thane, Imperial Overseas. They help you, help you in the process of getting your admits and everything. They create SOPs for you. They create recommendation letters, and also they help you like with the visa process and everything. So they take your interviews. They help you in the they tell you what questions would be expected and what you have to answer. They also take your mock interviews that will, build your confidence and help you to give interview.
How much you paid?
It was around 35,000. Yeah. So they are also expensive, but right? He has already sent my brother there, and one of my friends has also gone through them, and I was also one. It's a good firm who helps you like with the SOPs and everything. They write a very beautiful SOP and everything. So they also filter your resume. They also look at your resume and they help you with the admission process as well. Like you don't know how to fill the application form, right? So they help you with that as well. And during the visa interview, also they file your visa, they file your DS-160, all the process regarding the United States and like, till the end when you are planning, they are with you. So they help you towards all the process.
Partvi,
Yeah,
by that
questions?
you can speak to sir. By the time I speak to them.
Yeah.
Yes, good morning students. I am just making Partvi free because Rohan sir is there. So she wanted to she has taken a lot of guidance from sir also. Since it is YouTube live, I wish to continue that you all have understood the procedure now and especially the exams like TOEFL or other exams which you need to crack. You start searching now only. You don't think मैं अभी फर्स्ट ईयर में ही हूँ अभी मुझे क्या करना है. Please don't be that casual. You started from now itself exploring and rather her dream was to go abroad and study but you also maybe having some dream some or the other. तो उसके लिए अभी से prepare करना start करो आप कि what I want to do and what मतलब the best which I can do. Principal ma'am has stated a very important thing. When she was giving you message, she said कि हमें ही पता नहीं होता है कि हम लोग में क्या talent है. Most of the times we are unaware of our own hidden skills. Whether I'm good at speaking, I'm good at writing, I'm good at writing poems, I'm good. मतलब I can be an RJ, I can be content writer. I can be voice artist. So ये सारी चीजें हैं ये हमें पता नहीं होती है but that will come to know when you start exploring. So your participation in extracurricular activities is also very important. Sometimes you are very good at sports, one of the sports, but you are not aware of that. You are good at singing, you are not aware of that. So explore करना बहुत ज़रूरी है and you all are fortunate that you are in the flow. This batch experienced lockdown. Previous batch they experienced lockdown. So you're 2-3 years they have just faced it. तो आप लोग बहुत लकी हो कि आपको ये सारी चीजें युवा महोत्सव है स्पोर्ट्स है you're not getting to participate into it. So and don't think anything is lesser. Abhi we put so many messages in the group कि there are job opportunities but hardly people revert, hardly people apply. देखते ही नहीं है अप्लाई ही करते नहीं है सोचते मुझे कैसे होगा. तो आपको अगर दिक्कत है तो प्राची मैम से बात करो प्लेसमेंट से रिलेटेड बिकॉज शी इज हैंडलिंग प्लेसमेंट. You can ask me, you can ask hey ma'am Sabia, you can take anybody's guidance but don't stop. Just try for the better things. And one more thing I want to tell you, especially TY students, go for higher studies. Okay, it can be any masters. Believe me students, there is difference between graduation and post graduation. Lot of difference is there in the way you think, the maturity that you have, the mature approach that you have. आपका जो perspective develop होता है बहुत difference होता है. मतलब आप experience करते हो ये कि actually मैं अभी broadly maturely सोचना सीखी हूँ. After your any post graduation you do it from hybrid mode. अभी जैसे वेलिंगटन में वगैरह hybrid mode शुरू हो गया है for MBA. So online plus offline. वैसे करो डिस्टेंस से करो रेगुलर करो कहीं से भी करो बट पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन इज मस्ट. दैट यू एंड नॉट पीजी डिप्लोमा पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन डिग्री. Okay, so all these things are quite mandatory. Partvi will also guide you, but in case you require any other guidance like Deepika is there. Then there are other students also. Prachi ma'am has done post graduation. Sabia ma'am has done. Heet has done. You can take guidance them also for post graduation. Okay? तो guidance बहुत मिलेगा आपको. सिर्फ आपको आके पूछना है कि क्या करें हम इसमें. And first year से ही शुरुआत करो. जैसे कुछ बच्चों ने जर्मन क्लास के लिए एनरोल किया है. We will be beginning our graphic designing course. Okay, only by paying 1,000 rupees you can take admission. Corel of Photoshop and Illustrators. Okay, and उसमें अगर एडवांस सीखना है तो एडवांस कोर्स भी हम प्रोवाइड करेंगे. If you have interest and if you are good at it in our own college, in our own lab, your own teachers will take. Okay, so 30 hours का कोर्स है, सिर्फ 1,000 भरना है. You can compare outside how much people are charging. Okay, मेरे ही स्टूडेंट्स ने 40-45 भी भरे हैं बाहर और इतना नहीं सिखाते हैं. तो ये लोग इनरोल करो इसके लिए भी. ये भी नॉलेज जरूरी है क्योंकि अभी नए जो इंटर्नशिप आ रहे हैं दे आर डिमांडिंग. इलस्ट्रेटर कैनवा डिमांड कर रहे हैं. तो ये सारी चीजें भी आप लोग सीखो. ठीक है. एंड इवन इफ यू बिकम एलुमनाई, जैसे नेक्स्ट ईयर यू वोंट बी विद अस बट स्टिल यू कैन एनरोल. Okay, you can come here and do the course and in the so just see to it how you all want to pursue it for your higher education. So Partvi, can you continue? I'm so sorry but it's YouTube live, you know.
Yes. Do you have any questions for me? Anyone?
Were there any scholarships in
Yes.
Northeastern University?
No, not in Northeastern University.
But
They don't provide any scholarships. But I had two scholarships worth rupees 8 lakhs and 7 lakh rupees in Indian rupees. In two of the universities, they were desperately calling me. But then again, they had a course called Masters in Advertising. So I don't wanted to do that. So I did not. I wanted to go into something digital, web development and everything. So I applied for Northeastern and I went to Northeastern.
How is Northeastern? I've heard a lot about the university. So,
Northeastern is very good. The work culture, the professors are really good. The assignments are really good. The course structure is really good. Like you get to learn a lot of new things. Like for example, I told you we have never heard of digital storytelling. What is digital storytelling? So how we represent our brand into Instagram and how to communicate as a brand. How to make how to humanize your brand and communicate with your audience. They tell you how to do that. So I used to write essays in that and how I can make my profile, how I can for example if I am a lipstick brand, how should I communicate as a lipstick to my consumer that he or she will purchase my lipstick. So that captions, that appealing graphics and how to make that theme on Instagram, how to make reels, how to be consistent in your promotional campaigns. So they teach you that. They also teach on digital media. I got a course which was interesting, web development on WordPress. WordPress, I have done coding as well. So in Northeastern when I went in September last year, I had 3 courses which had web development courses, programming courses. So one was JavaScript and 2 were CSS and HTML. I had no idea about that. But the professors, the assignments really teach you. And at the end of the course, I was able to code and create my own website, which was really interesting. Like if I show these skills to my full-time job person, they will directly, recruit me.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you know coding. I know basics of JavaScript, but I know how CSS and HTML works. So also we had some basic courses which were not coding and were using WordPress, which is a website builder, if you know that. Most of the firms use WordPress for their websites. So using that and creating your own profile and everything, we learned that. We learned SEO and SEM, search engine optimization, like from basics to YouTube search engine optimization. How you can optimize, how you can use keywords and everything. These are all digital skills you require as a media student, right? Because media has three parts, offline and then online. So I was more interested in working digitally because I have worked here as well as a social media marketer. So I always wanted to know how to engage with new audiences, how to look for insights for my Instagram or my social media channel. So this work, like doing this course will help me to excel in my digital skills. So for my full-time position, it would be very helpful. Any other questions?
Which were those three exams you did?
IELTS, TOEFL, and GRE. So between IELTS and TOEFL, you have to only opt for one. And GRE, most of the universities ask for it, but my university, for example, Northeastern, don't require GRE because we are from a background who are non-IT, right? We are not engineers, so we are not required to do that exam.
But it's advisable to.
Yeah, it is advisable. If you want to go in a good university, you have to give that GRE exam and IELTS or TOEFL. And you have to get good scores. Just attempting to it doesn't work. But if you have the maximum scores in that, you will get it.
Partvi, I wanted to ask, how did you select the course? Like, you are doing it in marketing right now, but there are many more options and there are many universities. So how could you, realize कि मुझे यही करना है?
Yeah.
This is only-
So I made an Excel sheet for US and Canada. I went for all the media courses in all the universities across United States, and this masters in media management, masters in mass media, masters in media communications, masters in strategic communications, masters in digital media, masters in advertising. I made the list. I still have it on my mouth. So I made this list, and then I filtered it with all the universities which provide them. What are their minimum score for admission? What are their fees? And then I selected this digital media course because I also wrote it in the Word document. Like in media management, if I do a media management course from Fordham University, which is in New York, what will be the course structure and what concentrations they are providing to me. Like for example, they were giving me subjects such as writing thesis and everything. Media management course basically is media and how you manage them. So they were all theoretical. But I am a creative person, so I went to I went through all the course structure and found digital media to be exciting because I had to learn programming languages, how to build a website. Like I had done social media here, so I was very curious to know like how would I be able to make this kind of websites. And I had 3, 4, 5 concentration in this course: digital video, social media management, digital media entrepreneurship. I had 2 more: interactive design, which is a very it is a very ongoing. It's a very famous job role now in United States, UX and UI design. People are like hiring a lot of people in that field. So UX UI design is basically how user experiences are measured and how you can smoothly make the websites and the applications user friendly. So learning that is also a very good thing. So we had these options, and I chose social media because I'm really interested in doing my full-time job in social media because I'm very creative. So one of my best friend, who is my roommate, she is doing interactive design because she had an architecture background. She has done her bachelor's in architecture, but still she is doing digital media, masters in digital media, and she is learning UX UI design. And she is really doing good. She has an interview. She had an interview. She cracked it. She has a internship with a firm, which is a very good firm. She is earning well, and now she is doing 6 months internship there. So it's good, right? So you can if you are in any other course, it's really this course is open to everyone. Just you have to have a good profile, good background, work experience, and this which course I am studying is in the College of Professional Studies. So this university provides a lot of departments. This College of Professional Studies, is for professionals. So digital media, if people are not from this background, can still opt for it, can get admitted to this and get a professional in digital media. So this is a benefit for us, and we have, and another benefit. I mean, another benefit is we have classes in the evening from 5 to 8. So during the day we can work anywhere, like on campus, not out of campus, but in Canada you can work out of campus as well, off campus. So one of my best friend, her name is Shefa, she is also one of our alumni. She she told me one day that I want to go for my masters in media for in Canada, and do you know how to proceed with it? I have spent a lot of money, counselors and everything. I sat with her, I helped her through her visa process as well, and she's there. She has completed 1 year yesterday in Canada. She's doing her master. It's not masters, but they give her diploma in strategic communications. So she's doing that. She has completed 1 year. She's working in Tim Hortons, which is a very good brand in Canada, coffee brand like Starbucks. So she's working there part time, whole day. She's like, I want to pay. She has also taken loan, and because she has taken loan on her apartment papers, she will be repaying it soon as possible, as soon as possible. She's working really hard. She's surviving, right? And she's doing good. So you can also try for other countries, because I know United States is really expensive, but compared to other countries like Canada, it's like her fees were 20 lakh rupees, which is affordable, right? 20 to 25, and if if you take your living expenses, it would be around 30 for 2 years. But if you have a job off campus, on campus, you can do anything in Canada. You can also work in cafe, you can work in any of the restaurants. So you can work, and then you can you have to be dedicated. That I told Nimisha ma'am that when I went to US, I worked in a subway, and I'm a Brahmin. Still, I cut the chicken and everything for the sandwich, and because for the first 3 months I had no money to pay my rent, because the loan amount which was supposed to come, it got delayed, and I had no on-campus job, so I had to work. So I did not want my parents to send me money, and like they are struggling, they have private jobs here. How can I ask them for money? So I worked in a subway. That is how I did. So after like 3 months, I got an on-campus. I was struggling hard. I applied for it. I approached a lot of people, and one gave me reply, and then I got the on-campus job. So if you वो बोलते हैं ना कि पानी में छोड़ दो and then तुमको स्विम करना आना चाहिए, तुमको सिर्फ छोड़ना जितना है ऐसा. So वही मेरे पेरेंट्स ने भी किया. If you have
yes. I mean, I want
Yeah,
to touch upon certain things.
Yeah.
Is a struggle for a student in US or Canada wherever it is, because for us sitting in India, it's always a greener picture the other side. हमको लगता है US का एक बहुत अच्छा है. तो वो जो struggle है आपने थोड़ा बताया है, but I would suggest if you can share more of your struggle in US, because हमारे लिए हम जो मूवीज में देखते हैं हमारे लगता है यूएस की लाइफ बहुत सही है, बहुत अच्छी है, पार्टी लाइफ होती है, बहुत सिंपल होता है.
वो भी होता है.
हाँ, but
as
an Indian, specifically being Asian, there the struggle. I would like you to talk about that more.
So I have never been far from my parents. Like traveling, I literally cried like hell. At that time, I don't want to go, and my parents were like, "अब जा," and I was like, "मुझे नहीं जाना है." मुझे उससे पहले बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट था कि जाना ही है, कुछ करके दिखाना है. But nothing is about parents, right? I know सबको ऐसा लगेगा पेरेंट्स को छोड़ के जाना पड़ेगा. मैं एयरपोर्ट पे खड़े रह के बहुत रोई कि मुझे नहीं जाना। और पापा बोले कि जा, तेरा बहुत अच्छा होगा, अगर तू निकली यहाँ से कोई अच्छा होगा वरना नहीं होगा। मेरे पेरेंट्स ने मुझे ऐसे मोटिवेट किया और उन्होंने बोला कुछ भी होगा इंडिया आने का तो होगा ही, आ तो सकते हो आप, हम नहीं आ सकते आप तो आ ही सकते हो। सो निकले, फ्लाइट में बैठी, बहुत रोई। फ्रेंड्स थे, फेसबुक से मिले थे, 2 लड़कियां फ्रॉम सेम यूनिवर्सिटी, वी हैव फेसबुक पे ग्रुप्स। सो आई गॉट 2 फ्रेंड्स who were on social media from same university, Gujaratis. I got their numbers, we booked the same flight, we fly together. At least I did for that for myself. My brother went alone, उसका स्ट्रगल अलग ही था। मैं मेरे फ्रेंड्स के साथ 2 फ्रेंड्स के साथ गई, बट इट वाज रिलीफ बिकॉज दे वेर विथ मी। मैं अगर रोई तो वो लोग मुझे बोलेंगे रो मत, वहाँ पे जाके सब अच्छा होगा। दे वर टेलिंग मी तू मत रो। दे हैव बीन फार फ्रॉम देयर फैमिली, दे डिड देयर बैचलर्स आउटसाइड ऑफ देयर स्टेट, सो दे वर लिविंग इन Gujarat, but they used to study in Vidyanagar, which is again in Gujarat, a city in Gujarat where all the universities are in the line. So they have stayed for like 5 years without their parents, and I'm the one who has never been far from my parents. And then वहाँ पहुँचे, we had no home. First of all, we searched for a home. We lived at one of our one of the boys' place, which we contacted on social media. We told him like we will stay for 1 day. We will give you $20 a day, and then we'll just keep our bags. We'll go. We'll search for apartments and we'll look for it. And then we like after 2-3 days we got a good apartment. We went kitna sa apartment, and it had 2 lakhs ka rent. कितना सा अपार्टमेंट, 1 BHK, ये हॉल, ये किचन, हम 4 लड़कियां और यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा वॉशरूम, दैट्स इट। इट वाज अराउंड $2,000, which is around 1,80,000 rupees per month. We booked it, ले लिया, रहे 1 महीना। ग्रोसरी लेने गए फर्स्ट डे, ग्रोसरी वाले ने बोला बिल कितना हुआ पूछा, उसने बोला $176, which is सिर्फ सब्जी, दूध, दही एंड ऑल, सॉसेस वगैरह सब, which is around 15,000 rupees। एक टाइम का ग्रोसरी 15,000 rupees। We were shocked। हमने दूसरे दिन से खाना बंद कर दिया। हम बोले 15,000 रुपीज का अगर हफ्ते का अगर होता है तो हम करें क्या। हम दिन में एक बार खाना खाते थे, स्टार्टिंग के दिन में सच में एक बार ही खाना खाते थे। दिन में खिचड़ी बनाते थे, जो सब हम लोग ना दाल लेके गए थे, एक किलो, 4 लड़कियाँ। तो हम वो खिचड़ी दाल, राइस तो वहाँ पे लेना पड़ता था क्योंकि राइस फ्लाइट में अलाउड नहीं करते थे। तो राइस हमने वहाँ से 2 LB का ले लिया था इतना बड़ा, और रोज खिचड़ी खाते थे। दही तो था, दही के साथ रोज खिचड़ी खाते थे। एंड देन थोड़ा वेजीज वगैरह, फिर थोड़ा हुआ। फिर हमने सब ने आजू बाजू में जॉब करना स्टार्ट किया। आई टोल्ड यू राइट, वन ऑफ like we are not allowed to work outside of our campus. If we got, we are thrown back to India. So it is that strict, but still छुपके we used to go. I used to work in subway. One of the girl used to work in the lottery का दुकान, and but we found Gujarati owners to work with it because अगर हम Americans के अंदर काम करेंगे तो वो पुलिस को पता चलेगा तो हमको निकालेंगे, इंडिया भेज देंगे। तो वो डर था, तो हमने गुजराती ओनर ढूंढे, हमने सब में जॉब किया। जितने भी आते थे हम उसका खाना वाना जो भी है वो सब डिवाइड कर देते, रेंट में चले जाते थे। फर्स्ट 3 मंथ्स हमारा वो स्ट्रगल था। फिर हमको हमारा वो घर बहुत छोटा था, हमारे घर पे कोई आता नहीं था, मतलब फ्रेंड्स कि तुम्हारे घर पे बैठने के लिए भी जगह नहीं है, हमारे पास सोने के लिए भी जगह नहीं थी। ऐसा मैट्रेस, बस तैयार होने के लिए भी जगह नहीं। देन वी लाइक इन जनवरी स्नो गिरने वाला था, बहुत ज़्यादा स्नो। यहाँ वहाँ पे ठंडी माइनस, यू कैन नॉट इवन सर्वाइव विदाउट थर्मल्स, यू कैन नॉट गो आउटसाइड विदाउट हीटर्स, यू कैन नॉट सर्वाइव ऑन इट, यू विल हैव टू टेक 4-5 ब्लैंकेट्स विथ यू, इतना ठंडी। उसमें वी यूज्ड टू गो गेट ग्रोसरीज, गो टू कॉलेज, एंड देन इतना छोटा घर, हाउ टू मैनेज। देन वी डिसाइडेड कि चलो कहीं और घर देखते हैं, भले 15,000 ज़्यादा देना पड़े। फिर हमने नया घर लिया और वो घर हमारे लिए इतना लकी रहा। हम लोग तो ऐसे बोलते हैं, पता नहीं, हमको सबको ऑन कैंपस जॉब लग गई एक के बाद। सबसे पहले मेरी लगी, फिर मेरी फ्रेंड की लगी, फिर मैंने उसकी कराई, फिर उसकी भी कराई, हम चारों की लगी। हम रेंट भरने लगे, अच्छी तरह से रहने लगे थोड़ा। फिर भी कपड़े नहीं लेते थे, क्योंकि एक एक टॉप, एक एक जीन्स हमको 4-4, 5-5 हज़ार की मिलती थी। जो यहाँ से लेके गए थे वही पहनते थे। कॉलेज में खर्चा नहीं करते थे, कॉलेज में भी जाते थे, घर का खाना खाते थे, क्योंकि बाहर तुम जाओ एक बार में तुम्हारे 700 रुपये चले जाते थे। $7 का एक सैंडविच आता है बाहर, सो हम लोग बाहर का तो खाते ही थे। फिर जैसे ऑन कैंपस लगी, वो बोलते हैं ना थोड़ा चर्बी आता है, वैसे आता है ना, तो फिर हमने थोड़ा बाहर जाना चालू किया, रोहन सर। फिर हमने पार्टी की हम क्लब में गए, मैंने वहाँ पे पहली बार दारू पी। हाँ, मैंने सबसे पहले वहाँ पे पी, क्योंकि I had a dream, like if I go through all this process, like I get an admit, I get an on-campus job, when I will start earning myself वहाँ पे, and then मेरा dream सब पूरा हो गया, I'll have a drink, and then we sat together, we had a drink, we went to a party। वहाँ पे पार्टी लाइफ बहुत अच्छी है, बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी है। लाइक यहाँ पे तो हमने कभी नहीं करी थी, मैंने भी कभी नहीं करी थी, बट वहाँ पे ऐसे फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, तुम्हारे सारे फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, वहाँ पे लेट नाइट तक क्लबिंग होती है। तो वी वेंट देयर, वी एंजॉयड। मेरा बर्थडे भी हमने बहुत अच्छे से सेलिब्रेट किया। एंड देन लाइक ऑन कैंपस जॉब अभी भी चल रहा है, हमारा स्टडीज अभी तक चल रहा है। लाइक आई बॉट माई फोन, फर्स्ट फोन, लैपटॉप एंड एवरीथिंग, लाइक धीरे 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 विथ माई सेविंग्स। लाइक आई नो कि अब मुझे ऐसा पता चल रहा है कि मॉम डैड, जब हमको तो रियलाइज भी नहीं होता है कि उन्होंने क्या क्या किया है, उन्होंने कभी बोला भी नहीं है कि क्या किया है। और हम लोग जब ये सब चीज़ों से जाते हैं तब अपने को पता चलता है कैसे कैसे करना है। सो दीज आर द थिंग्स विच आर नहीं बता पाते हम किसी को, बट ये सब चीज़ें हैं। बट ओवर द टाइम तुमको पता है कि तुम कैसे निकलोगे। अगर तुम पानी में हो तो तुमको हाथ पैर मारना आ जाए। ये मैं भी सीख गई, तो तुम कोई भी सीख सकता है। तुमको सिर्फ पानी में जाना है, तुमको डुबकी लगानी है। अगर तुमको हाथ पैर मारना आ गया ना तो सब हो जाए। अगर तुम सब कर दिया तो हो गया, बट अगर तुमने हाथ पैर मार गया तो तुम
I wanted to ask you about studies. How are the studies over there? मतलब हमारे यहाँ पे जो एग्जाम पैटर्न है या स्टडी पैटर्न है, असाइनमेंट्स है, तो वहाँ कैसे सिस्टम होता है?
So basically in my course, like all the courses have different patterns. For engineering college, they have exams each and every month, like midterms, finals and everything. We have only two exams in which we have quiz, multiple choice, each subject, midterm exam and final term exam. During middle, we have assignments which are graded. So they are really tough. Assignments are really tough. You have to give your like 10 hours per assignment. वो इतना practical, वो इतना theory oriented होता है, इतना knowledge oriented होता है. You have to write for like 7, 8 हाँ 8, 9 pages का like assignment होता है. You have to write it down in a Word document. Word document. Handwritten कुछ भी नहीं. On Word document, you have to submit it. They have each and every criteria. For example, if they have given an assignment के for example they have given audit for social media audit, so you have to create a report. तो उसमें they will give a criteria. We want target personas, we want the marketing strategy, we want goals, objectives of the firm, and they give you in a pointer wise. You have to cover each and every point. If you miss any of those, the points will get off. So each and every point we have to write about it, and in that as well you have to write in good English. Grammatical mistakes में भी points करते हैं. Also you cannot copy anything from the web. You have to write each and everything by yourself. If you copy anything, you have to cite it down with the resources link and the author name with when it was published with the date and everything. cite it down, and then you can submit the assignment. Without that, you get banned from the university. They will remove you directly from the university if you copy any of the assignments from anywhere.
Is that strict?
It's very strict. Plagiarism is very strict there. You cannot even copy one line from your friend's assignment. So एक बार ऐसे हुआ था कि in my second semester, one subject, digital storytelling, they gave me to write an essay, and I wrote it by myself. It wasn't such a good, story. It was a very good story. My professor, she read it and she thought it's copied because it was written in such a good way, and she filed a complaint against me. And university का मुझे दूसरे दिन email आता है कि this is the last warning and we will remove, like we are restricting you from attending college and you are banned until a further notice. And I was like, why? And I mailed the professor like, why I'm getting this email about this assignment and why are like banning me and everything. So she's like, let me. I have filed. She wrote me the email like, I have filed complaints against you because you have copied this assignment from somewhere because this essay is as I want. This essay is something which I am like. If I read, if anyone reads, it is like it will show it's copied. Without seeing like any of the other resources, she directly filed a complaint, and then I had to file another complaint on her. So I emailed her that I am filing a complaint against you that you have not,
You are not verified.
yeah, you have not verified this assignment, and rather you have directly complained my assignment. Please let me know which resource I have copied if you can. And then after 24 hours, she wrote an apology letter. इतना बड़ा. That I'm really sorry. I found no single word copied from the web. It was written originally by you, and it was my mistake. She took it back and she gave me full grace for that subject. Like overall, she was like, last तक वो मेरे से डरी हुई थी. पर उन्होंने मुझे last तक ऐसे अच्छे से रखा because मैं खुद से लिखा था. तो ऐसा भी कभी होता है कि उनको से डाउट जाता है कि इतना अच्छा कैसे लिखा.
नहीं, और ऐसे चीज में डरना नहीं है, मतलब
हाँ,
you have to be strong enough.
हाँ, if you have not copied anything, कुछ डरने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. तुमको फाइट बैक करना ही पड़ेगा. और अगर तुमने कॉपी किया है तो यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट इट. वो तुमको वार्निंग देंगे और फिर तुमको 2 वार्निंग मिलती है. हाँ, मैक्सिमम, क्योंकि तुम स्टूडेंट हो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न के, रेप्यूटेड कॉलेज है हमारा, तो तुमको दो वार्निंग मिलेगी. बट अगर उससे ज़्यादा तुमने कभी किया कुछ अलग नेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट में, एक सब्जेक्ट का असाइनमेंट दूसरे सब्जेक्ट में भी तुम कॉपी नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि तुमने वो सबमिट किया है. तो वो जो प्रोफेसर होते हैं ना, उनका जो सिस्टम होता है प्लेगरिज्म का, उसमें दिखता है कि दिस इज सबमिटेड टू दिस यूनिवर्सिटी एंड दिस सब्जेक्ट एंड द लाइंस, इवन द लाइंस आर इन रेड. वो असाइनमेंट्स में दिखता है उनको कि ये लाइन सबमिट हुई है.
That is plagiarism software.
Software, yeah. We also have access to that plagiarism software in our Canvas, where we have access to all the courses. So before submitting to all the professors, we do check like कहाँ से कुछ words. अभी कोई words होते हैं, for example social media audit, ये तो कोई भी यूज करता ही है ना, like web पे भी होगा ही. So वो रेड में आता है. And then it shows like 0.5% plagiarism. So around 10 is okay. About 10, if it gets, then you're fine.
So that system is here also. It is prevailing. And for post graduation, है मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी में भी है, एसएनडीटी में भी है. And one more thing I wanted to ask you, Partvi, now you are one of the bright students, okay? But there must be other students also जो fail होते होंगे या जो जिनका academic graph अच्छा नहीं है because of any reason. तो ऐसे students को फिर कैसे, मतलब क्या provision है फिर?
हाँ, so most of the students like we have A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade. अगर तुमको F मिलता है तो you have to repeat the course. उसमें ऐसा नहीं है कि तुमको निकाल देंगे या तुम्हारा कुछ होगा. जैसे अपना कॉलेज में होता है, यू कैन अटेम्प्ट फॉर एग्जाम. उसके बाद A ग्रेड, B ग्रेड, C ग्रेड, D ग्रेड तो ठीक है, F मतलब फेल, ठीक है. So for that you will again have to pay that $2,000 $3,000 rupees वो course के लिए. Your graduation will get delayed. So better कि तुम at least B grade लाओ तो तुमको वो subject वापस repeat ना करना पड़े. Each and every assignment is of 100 or 25 marks. So I always aim to get 20 above or 90 above in each of them. I got results yesterday for my this fall semester. I got A in three subjects में A and A. So always try to aim 90% above in US or Canada, wherever you go, whichever university you go. I also aim for this also. When I was in bachelor's degree, I used to get good grades because I used to focus on studies. Okay. Always remember, I told you before as well, okay, always create your profile. You are very young right now. You have a good time to create your profile. अभी अगर मेरे को करना हो प्रोफाइल क्रिएट तो आई हैव वेरी लेस टाइम. आई हैव टू फाइंड अ फुल टाइम जॉब और इसमें को यूएस वाले निकाल देंगे 6 महीने में. मेरा अभी खत्म हो रहा है कोर्स इन मे. आई ओनली हैव 3 months टू फाइंड अ जॉब. तो अभी इट्स नॉट अ गुड टाइम फॉर मी टू सिट एंड क्रिएट अ रेज्यूमे और प्रोफाइल. I have built it like 2018 से I have built it कि मैं यहाँ पे जॉब कर रही हूँ. Then I did a diploma. I work on campus as a social media marketer. Then again I'm doing a degree and then my college projects as well. I have done really good college projects. So I have included all of them in my resume. So this is the good time for me as well to apply for full-time positions. You have time. You can do internships. During my time, I have already told you. During my time of bachelor's, I did 3 internships. Ma'am only told 1. Like we are required to do 1 internship in the 3rd year, right? I did 3. Why? Because I wanted to, grow. I wanted to know more about this field. I did 1 in production house, 1 in.
I still remember out of 200 marks, you had 200 marks internship.
Full marks.
So like 190 or something, मतलब
Yeah.
बहुत अच्छा मिला था grade
हाँ,
आपको
हाँ,
उस वक्त.
Yeah.
So I still remember that.
और वो भी निमिषा मैम ने नहीं दिया था. वो जो बाहर से आता है ना एक्सटर्नल, उन्होंने मेरा वाइवा लिया था एंड उन्होंने मुझे पूछा था हाउ मेनी व्हाट हैव यू डन. आई प्रेजेंटेड हर so beautifully. She gave me like 190 plus marks.
Boss also gave you marks. ऐसे.
Yeah. So 190 plus marks थे सिर्फ internship. So that also improved my grade right at the end. So you can start building your resume, start working on it, and then like after 1 year of graduation, working in a good firm, try to find a good job that will help you in your master's degree, like I did. And then after your full-time job, and you can aim to get a master's degree as well. I would suggest like doing bachelor's and then directly going to master's degree won't help, because if मैंने भी 2 साल का experience नहीं लिया होता तो मे बी मुझे वहाँ पे अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी मिलने में प्रॉब्लम होता. बिकॉज विदाउट एक्सपीरियंस यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में वो लोग हाँ मतलब इतना ये नहीं करते, रेज्यूमे को इतना ये नहीं करते. बट आई हैड अ वेरी गुड रेज्यूमे विद वर्क एक्सपीरियंस विच गेव मी एन एडमिट टू नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न यूनिवर्सिटी. मेरा भाई इज एन इंजीनियर. मैम उसको नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न से रिजेक्ट था एंड जब मुझे एडमिट आया तो मुझे बोलता है ये क्या है. बोली ये क्या मतलब आई डिजर्व इट. तो मुझे बोलता है नहीं ऐसा थोड़ी चलता है. उसका ड्रीम कॉलेज था नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न, उसको नहीं मिला.
It's difficult to get.
हाँ उसको नहीं मिला मैम. तो वो स्टीवेंस गया, उसको उधर नहीं जाना था. बट अभी वो खुश है. अभी ही इज वर्किंग इन बैंक ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क. सो डेस्टिनी राइट. तो उसने कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि वो स्टीवेंस में करेगा. उसने सोचा था नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न में करेगा, बॉस्टन रहेगा, बॉस्टन में कोई कहीं जॉब करेगा. अभी वो न्यूयॉर्क में वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर के बाजू वाला ऑफिस उसका है. रोज जाता है, रोज मुझे वीडियो कॉल करता है कि देख मैं बॉस्टन में रहती हूँ. मैं भी उसके ऑफिस में जाके आई हूँ 3-4 बार. मैं हाफ ऑफ द टाइम न्यू जर्सी रहती हूँ भाई के पास. बट उसका बहुत सही हो गया है. तो
Now you will complete it in May, right?
Yes,
Your
I will
degree.
complete it in May.
But before that you need to find a job because
Yes.
your visa will expire,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You got student's visa.
I have 5 years of visa,
Okay.
so I can stay until 2026. But I have 3 months after my graduation to get a full-time job, 90 days for my extend OPT period. If I don't get a full-time job, I'll have to, start another course, 1 year course, just to extend my that period. वो टाइम पे अगर मुझे फुल टाइम जॉब नहीं मिलती है तो आई हैव टू, अगर मुझे मिल जाती है तो आई हैव 3 years का स्ट्रेट माय F1 वीज़ा. आफ्टर दैट फुल टाइम, अगर वो कंपनी इज रेडी टू स्पॉन्सर माय H1 वीज़ा, H1 इज वर्किंग इन दैट कंपनी, स्टेइंग इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स अंटिल दे वांट मी टू वर्क विद देम. So अगर वो मेरा H1B स्पॉन्सर करती है तो my F1 will get cancelled and I have H1B which will never expire.
Okay.
It will be like 3 years का, every time it will renew automatically. Yeah, and I have to come back to just stamp it. And yeah, that is the process. So my brother is on OPT STEM right now. He's working in PNY, but now he is looking like he has 2 chances for H1B to pick his H1B. If he gets it, then उसका F1 cancel होके he'll get his H1.
And how about transportation? Like, have you learned driving there?
No,
Then
but
how do you travel?
yeah, driving अगर आता हो तो बेस्ट है यूएस में. यू कैन रेंट अ कार, इट्स वेरी चीप, यहाँ से भी सस्ता है वहाँ पे. लाइक 10,000 में यू कैन बुक अ कार, यू कैन गो एनीवेयर, पेट्रोल खुद का. सो my brother and I don't know, but few of my friends know. So whenever we want to go anywhere, long drive or so, we just book a car. I am planning to start from tomorrow. सीखना. If I don't get a license, it's okay. I'll go and give exam there because Boston में it's easy because it's online exam and then driving test देना पड़ता है and you get a license. I have a US का ID card, which is Boston का state ID, Massachusetts का, which is state ID. I can travel domestically वहाँ पे. यहाँ का पैन कार्ड मेरे पास, वहाँ का पैन कार्ड भी है, so I can easily get driver's license there now. So अगर हो तो प्लस पॉइंट ड्राइविंग आती हो तो सीख लेना. Yes.
Yes, I have heard that
And travel.
it's must.
It's
वहाँ पे
must,
जाएंगे.
yeah. Because सिटी में अगर हो, कॉलेज में हो तो इट्स गुड. तुम कॉलेज के लिए जाना हो तो ट्रेन से जा सकते हो. इट्स हार्डली लाइक 5-10 minutes by train. But if you want to travel, like you are free on weekends. I am always free on weekends. So I roam a lot. I have covered like 10 to 15 states in the United States. Go to like Jersey, New York, every time, every weekend. So I love to travel. I have like also बहुत सारी चीज़ें दूर दूर भी है. For example, Chicago, ये वगैरह सब कुछ. So I travel by plane once, like 6 months में एक बार I plan to go by plane. बाकी I travel by car. So Uber is expensive compared to car. तो खुद का car is good. और you can also purchase a car if you have a full time. बहुत सस्ता मिलता है.
अच्छा, वहाँ पे सस्ता.
हाँ, like $3,000, 4-5 lakhs में you can get a second hand car which is good, right? So I'm also planning to get one after my full time.
This rule which you said that you only have to work on campus, is it just for Northeastern or for every university?
Every university in the country. But in Canada you can work both.
And what is the procedure for PR in US?
Yeah, so PR in United States is really difficult. Very difficult. But in Canada it's 80%, it's 80-20. Canada में थोड़ा अच्छा है PR because if you work for like 4-5 years, you get a PR easily for Canada. But for US, it's very difficult. It takes 20-25 years to get a PR. And although if you are lucky and if you are working in Google or something like such a good brand, and if you are doing really well in your job, then only you can opt for PR. But US में green card is very difficult. I'm also not planning to go on this thing. I will shift to Canada one day. I'm planning to because US में H1B जब तक होता है तब तक, but after certain period like 10 or 15 years, I will definitely move to Canada and get a PR, because after if you have good experience in US, you can apply for Canada PR and you get it easily. So if US में 15 साल के बाद if I get staggered और ग्रीन कार्ड तो होने वाला शायद नहीं है, मेरे हस्बैंड का हो जाए तो पता नहीं, बट उसका पता नहीं है कुछ तो कि हो जाएगा, चांस है, लेट्स सी। बट उसके बाद जो मेरा पता नहीं है, सो आई हैव डेफिनेटली थॉट ऑफ कैनेडा एज वेल।
So you're on student visa now.
Yes, I'm a student visa. So my fiance is working there. He's also a Northeastern pass out and he has completed 6 years there, and he's working in Morgan Stanley, New York again, and he's doing good. So he's on his H1B visa. So let's see.
Shall we stop this live streaming?
Questions? मैम आपको क्वेश्चन?
Questions पूछे ना, मैंने ही बहुत ज़्यादा questions पूछे। हाँ, stop.
मैम